In this session, we'll discuss question number 7 from exam style questions on the topic of transfer of thermal energies. So, explain why newspaper wrapping keeps hot things hot, for example, fish and chips, and cold things cold, for example, ice cream. The newspaper is a thermal insulator. It will take heat longer to pass through the newspaper than to pass through the air. Similarly, for cold object, it will maintain shape and not melt easily. So it provides an insulation. That's why it maintains the hot object hot and cold object cold. Fur coats would keep their wearer warmer if they were worn inside out. Fur on inside is more functional. It creates substantial air pockets, creating warmth. If fur is wear outside, then it will not give desired results. A string vest helps to keep a person warm even though it is a collection of hose bonded by string. The string vest keep you warmer because they trap layer of air between your skin and your shirt. Question number 8. Figure illustrate 3 ways of reducing heat losses from a house. So A, from the roof insulation, and B part we have this house wall and the cavity between these house walls, a cavity with a plastic foam injected in this side between these two walls, and a double glaze window. So this is a glass, and air is inside between these two glasses. So explain how each of these 3 methods reduce heat losses. So reducing heat losses from buildings, the inside of a building can only be kept at a steady temperature above that outside by heating it at a rate which equals the rate at which it is losing energy. So we should give the same amount of energy, that is released from the building or the house, so that keeps the temperature constant. So the loss occurs mainly by the conduction through the roof from this part, walls and windows and floors as shown in figure. For a typical house wherein no special precautions have been taken, the contribution of each of these makes to the total loss is shown in table this. So wall is 35%, roof 25%, floor 15%, window 10%, drop 15%. Similarly, the percentage of total energy loss saved by, if we want to improve insulation, so the energy loss will be reduced. By insulating walls, we can improve heat loss. We can reduce the heat loss. So insulating roof by carpeting on floor, double glazing, and draft excluder. So in this way we can save energy. So heating will be lower heating will be required after taking this precautionary measure as in this problem, as discussing in this problem. So as the fuel and electricity becomes more expensive and the burning of fuels becomes of greater environmental concern, more people are considering it worthwhile to reduce energy losses from their homes. The substantial reduction of this loss can be achieved especially by wall and roof insulation is shown in table 2.31b. This one. Why are fiberglass and plastic foams good substance to use? Because fiberglass and plastic foams are bad conductor or a good insulator, so they are used as a thermal insulation to insulate water pipes, hot water cylinder, oven, refrigerator, walls and roof of the houses. So that's why it is a good thermal insulator. Air is one of the worst conductor of heat. What is the advantage of replacing worst conductor of heat? It will not conduct heat. So what is the advantage of replacing it by the plastic foam as shown in figure this? A polyethylene foam acts as a barrier to air and moisture. Using foam insulation can result in a significant cost saving. Heating and air conditioning the building will require less energy, and you won't need to install hose wrap between your dry wall and exterior wall. A vacuum is an even better heat insulator than air. Suggest one specific reason why the double glazing should not have a vacuum between the sheet of glass. The plastic foam contains thousands of tiny air bubbles to restrict the movement of heat through it. The vacuum insulation is the complete opposite and instead contains a region that has been completely evacuated of all air. Therefore, double glazing should not have a vacuum between the sheet of glass. So, air is a poor conductor of heat. So that's why double glazing window, air will be trapped inside, and the heat loss will be much lower. So that's all from this